More than 130 countries will send their heads of state here to the United Nations next week, which means heavy security and heavy traffic.
The good news is we know how patient New Yorkers are.
The police commissioner made a quick joke, but the fact that he was surrounded by leaders of the FBI, Secret Service, UN security, and his own top brass show that this is no laughing matter. The UN General Assembly is the world's highest profile political event, complete with dozens of protests and other events, which is why all of the avenues and streets surrounding it will be closed off and full of law enforcement all week.
This is a good week to try the subway out. It's been working pretty well of late.
Sam SCHWARTZ invented the word gridlock. Really, he did. And he understands that's what will happen on the east side of Manhattan if you try to go there in your car next week.
There'll be no wide open streets during the UN. And I must warn, Tuesday is the big day when POTUS comes to town, and that means nothing moves.
POTUS is the president of the United States, of course. New information from the MTA shows that ridership on the subway is already rising. This past Tuesday, 2.9 million customers rode the rails, a record for the pandemic. The past week has averaged 2.5 million riders. Still, though, that's down nearly 49% from ridership before the pandemic. Compare that to car traffic. Across the bridges and tunnels that the MTA controls, cars have made about 918,000 trips a day on average. That's down from pre-pandemic levels, barely, just 1.8%. The man responsible for running the subway urges you to take it next week and says it won't let you down.
50,000 men and women have been here all through the pandemic to keep New York City moving, and they'll be here next week to get you where you want to go.
And we'll hold them to that promise, of course. By the way, Sam SCHWARTZ, the transportation consultant and former transportation commissioner, by the way, said this is the opportunity for the MTA to show that it can deliver when needed. We'll just have to see. We'll be on this all week next week.